Hi everyone, it's Moody Boo and I am back with another review. And as you can tell, I am using my new camera. I can't figure out why it looks all golden. Weird. I'll take it. It could be worse. I could look like a 3-day-old cadaver, and I don't think. So, yay! So anyway, this is a new purchase for me. I know. I was supposed to be on a perfume buy ban. Didn't happen. Well, that's a surprise. Yeah, not to anybody here. So one of my favorite houses is Bois 1920. And one of my favorite notes is dates. I got a sample from Javoy. They had thrown it in with another full bottle purchase I had made several months back. And I just rediscovered it. And I hadn't thrown it into the blue bowl. Oh! So I wore it and I fell in love. At first I was a little put off by it. Wasn't sure. But love it. And this is Rosa 23. I know the name says Rosa 23, but Rose is like one point of a triangle that's happening here. It's like a scent triangle. And for me, that's rose, dates, and sandalwood. But it's boozy at the same time. It's really interesting. At first, I wasn't sure about it. The more I wore it, the more I love it. So the sandalwood is one of those kind of sour sandalwoods. And the rose is a sweet, creamy rose, but it's not too prominent at all. And the dates aren't chewy. They're kind of like cold dates. They're not warm, chewy dates like you get in an Anatolia. These are more the kind of dates you get in, what's that called? Unui Nomad. Jardin des Misva. That one, it's more on that side of the dates than it is on the Anatolia, the thick, sweet, chewy kind of decadent dates. This is a little different. These are cold dates. These are dates that have been sitting in a bowl for a little while and gotten a little hard. You know what I mean? And there's a gourmand quality to this as well. Within 5 minutes of spraying it, and it's not from the dates. So it's kind of this boozy, rosy, sandalwoody, datey kind of a perfume at first. Let me tell you the notes so it's not so confusing. So it's sandalwood, rose, dates, dried fruits, boozy notes, cedar, ylang ylang, oak moss, caramel, jasmine. But I don't really get the ylang ylang, the oak moss, the caramel, or the jasmine. I don't really get much of that. I do get the cedar, and the cedar mixing after about 30 minutes. And that cedar mixing with those boozy notes and the rose and the dates and the sandalwood, it is gorgeous. It doesn't make it a woody perfume either, because you think cedar and sandalwood, well, that'd be overbearing and it'd have to be, but it's not. It starts off cold, and then it warms up big time. The booziness kind of goes away. The dried fruits come out to the fore, and so does the cedar. Now, you know, the caramel, the jasmine, ylang ylang, oak moss, there is this menagerie in the base that I can't put my finger on any one specific thing, but there's an earthy sweetness in this. It seems like in the deep dry down, there's this beautiful woody, earthy sweetness. And the dates really kind of settle down. So do the boozy notes. The rose and the sandalwood, though, they stay there throughout the whole thing for me. So it's gourmand, it's floral, it's boozy, it's woody, and it's not too much of any one of those things. It's a beautiful kind of blend of all 4 of them. So sometimes if I'm thinking gourmand, yep, smell gourmand. Thinking floral, oh yeah, that's floral. You know what I mean? I sprayed it on my hand 2 or 3 hours ago, so I'm just enjoying the deep dry down, but I did just spray it again on my arm to give you kind of the top. And it does have quite a bit of journey from the very top to the dry down. Now the deep dry down and the dry down are about the same. There's not a big change once it dries down. It stays about like that warm, earthy, woody, gourmandy kind of a scent, a little floral. I think it's completely unisex. It's year-round. I don't see any issue with wearing this. I am going to be trying it in the springtime for sure, which is right around the corner. Thank heavens, I'm so over winter. I think you could wear this day or night, but I don't know. With the booziness and all of the notes going on, it just kind of, for me, makes me feel like it's more evening, nighttime kind of a perfume. The performance is wonderful, not outstanding, but not poor. It's, I would say 7 to 9 hours, just depending. I usually do 2 sprays with this. Its projection is really good for the first hour or 2. It's probably past arm's length with 2 sprays. But once it really dries down, I would say it's within arm's length. But you do leave a good sillage. I have walked into my own scent more than one occasion with this. It's a Bois 1920, so the price is good. It's mid-range. You know, I can't remember exactly, but it's like, I want to say 120 to 150, somewhere in there. I think this could be worn for formal occasions, especially after the dry down, after that initial hour. It's so beautiful and so inviting that I think it totally could be for formal occasions. And it is an inviting kind of perfume. Not at first though. At first it's more cold. It's not as inviting at the very top. Once it dries down, it's very inviting. So I think you could wear it for fun and frivolity. Frisky, it doesn't really have a sexy vibe to me. Not really. So, and festive, absolutely. Wearing it for any kind of festivities, I think it's completely appropriate as well. I just absolutely love this house. It is one of my favorites. I mean, Sushi Imperial is so good. Real Patchouli, oh, it's wonderful. And of course, Comme il Sole, one of my all-time favorite perfumes of all time. So it's a hell of a house, and especially for the price. Bottles, you know, they're fine. They're kind of cool. Sprayer is good. Nothing to write home about, but not bad at all. It leaves a nice fine mist. Oh, it's so pretty. So I think I covered it. And that's Bois 1920 Rosa 23. So, and this is nothing like Kimono Rose, you know, in the pink bottle. Nothing like it at all. That one I didn't really care for too much. So this one I adore. I think I like it more than Jasmine de Mispa by Une Nuit Nomade. I really do. I think I like this one actually quite a bit better, which surprises me because I really like that one. Is it Anatolia? Is it up to that standard? I don't know. Maybe. Uh-oh. It's battle time. Yep, this one's going in the battle because I'm not sure. I love Anatolia, but I really love this one, and the more I wear it, the more I love it. All right, well, that's it for this review, and that was Bois 1920 Rosa 23. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you come back and see me soon. I post about 3 times a week right in there, and I try to have at least one of those, a bigger video, you know, a top 5, top 10 list, story time, pulls from the Blue Bowl, Battle of the Vanillas, something like that. And then the other 2, I try to do individual reviews of perfumes, especially perfume houses that I'm not real familiar with. Because if I'm not familiar with them, maybe you aren't either and want to hear about them. So it's what I do. So anyway, yay. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your nose. Peace.